the second PhD hooding ceremony. Thank you very much. Now to the chaplain.
Thank you. Let us all rise even as we pray. Thou God of our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, we give this standing ovation to you for how far you have led this university. You continue to bless us with so many successes. And today, O Lord, even as we organize this ceremony in recognition of the hard work that you took your children through, we invite your distinguished presence to be with us in this program. From start to finish, may your spirit permeate all that we do here. At the end, remind us to give you the praise that is due your name. We invoke your presence, O Lord. Be with us, we have prayed. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you very much. And once again, we say welcome to ourselves to this all important holding ceremony. It's always been brief, but very, very important. Our nation is mourning. We're still grieving. But in the midst of all that, we still need to make time for other things that must take place. And so we come here conscious of the state in which we find ourselves as a nation and pray that the Lord will grant healing. My duty here is very simple: to introduce our dignitaries. And the dignitaries begin with our noble graduates, for whose reason we've all assembled here. So we want to say welcome, and we want to thank you for the opportunity. We also want to recognize in our midst well-wishers, family members, and loved ones who have come to support these noble men and women who, God willing, tomorrow will be graduating. So parents, guardians, all well-wishers here present, we say you're welcome. We welcome the faculty and staff in our midst for the support provided in diverse ways. And I would ask that you permit me to single out those neatly dressed up and seated as members of convocation. You are welcome. Of course, in your case, the diverse gowns you wear tell us, indeed, we are in a universe city. You're welcome. I am told that we also have in our midst the head of department of the political science from the University of Ghana, Professor Seydou Alidou. Prof, if you are here, you're welcome. You're welcome. I recently happened to be in a program at... Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I thought you were waiting to crown everything with a clap, but you've singled out Professor Alidou, and that's fine. We understand. We appreciate that. Recently, I was in a program at the UG, and I found it very convenient to say that UG is Ghana's first university, Ghana's first public university. We here are Ghana's first private university, and we thank you. So we are growing, and we are learning a lot of things from UG. We thank you. Behind me, I have to my immediate left, my Dean of the Graduate Studies in the person of Dr. Josiah Ando. Doc, you're welcome. Sitting next to... Should I? Okay, maybe I should. So sitting next to the Dean of the Graduate Studies is our distinguished Vice Chancellor in the person of Professor William Comson. Prof, you're welcome. If I should skip the seat after the Vice Chancellor, I move on to Professor Winfred Ofolakote, who is the Pro Vice Chancellor. Prof, you're welcome. The one who offering, do I say offering? Is it a clap offering? A round of applause. At the right time, he'll be introduced. I'm not sure he needs any introduction, but by way of formality, he would be introduced. That said, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome ourselves and wish us all a successful holding ceremony. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Registrar, for this. At this point, it is time for us to take the opening address, and it is my pleasure to invite the Vice Chancellor to do us the honors. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. How are you? Honorable Esiedun Ketia, Pastor Dr. and Mrs. Dr. Michael Owusu Eje, Pro Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Dean, SGS, Deans and Directors, HODs, Directors and Coordinators, faculty and staff, students, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and other professionals that are here in our midst. I humbly seek your indulgence to stand to observe a minute of silence as Ghana mourns 8 fallen patriots. And as our university also grieves for the loss of the following members of the university community who are no longer with us. May their souls rest in peace of the Lord. Amen. You may be seated. I'm delighted as your Vice Chancellor this evening to welcome you to our second PhD holding ceremony. We just concluded an exit conference interacting with you regarding your concerns and assessments of Valley View University PhD program. And the reason
you wouldn't like to recommend VVU to any other person. We tried and resolved them. And you agreed and consented that we have done well and tried to resolve your problems. So henceforth, you are going to stand tall by wearing your hood, your regalias, and represent Valley View University accordingly. Do you agree with me with that? Is there any reason why you still wouldn't like to recommend VVU to any other person? Speak now or forever. I'm honored to report to you, Honorable Estedin Kejia and others, that VVU will tomorrow award 12 PhD academic degrees in business administration. This is our third cohort of graduating a PhD degree holder in finance, accounting, and management. This is the second hooding and third cohort of graduates from our PhD program. We are confident you have been prepared in various academic disciplines in finance, accounting, and management to go out to face the world with hope and courage. Yours was a journey fraught with difficulties, economic uncertainties, global political insecurities, and two unending global wars. Nevertheless, you persisted. You believed in God and yourself by keeping your eyes and minds on the task without second-guessing yourselves. Upon days that you are called to go to the world and rise to the task and serve to the last, as our university anthem depicts. When the anthem was being sung, I watched you and I watched your lips, and I was yearning to see you singing along with us. But unfortunately, you just came to study. The anthem is not going with you. So let me take this opportunity to recite the anthem to you. And registrar will have to print it for them to keep it in their pockets as they go out there. And we'll teach them how to sing it. The first stanza goes like this: you are so dear. You give us balanced living. That is Valley View University. Christ is so near. You train for humanity. Through excellence, integrity, and service. These are our core values. Valley View sends you or us to the world with peace, rising to the task, serving to the last. Human on earth shall receive and prize the right. VVU glows the world with hope and light. The second stanza. Bright VVU, premier private varsity. Ghana needs you, the vanguard of unity. From nations far and near, we learn together to help our fatherlands to grow higher. Sharing God's desire, living to inspire the young, old, rich, and the poor to heights unknown. VVU leads to bright and golden dawn. The last stanza. Radiant you are, your expectations guide us into a life that no one else can give us. True diligence in labor we are seeking. Valley View grants us this through God's leading. Working day and night, doing what is right, until a soul shall revive and sprout from gloom. VVU guide us, make some lives to bloom. This anthem was prepared and uttered by Pastor Dr. Emmanuel Oabi in 2011. Graduates, congratulations on achieving your PhD degrees from Valley View University. You have excelled in your academic career through the creation of new knowledge. Your patience to accept what VVU offered you, your curiosity, and your determination to serve others. VVU is sending you out to the world with much less opportunities. We encourage you to stand out from the bunch. We have so many PhD degrees out there, and so many degrees in your category also. But we encourage you to stand out from the bunch. Don't be an outlier. Be a leader and make your alma mater proud. The acquisition of a terminal degree represents the crossroad of impactful research. We have given you the foundational knowledge to help solve society's greatest problems. Acquiring a PhD degree in business administration challenges you to serve the future of our country in the workforce and beyond. The hooding ceremony, or this hooding ceremony, recognizes your hard-earned accomplishments. As a Christian university, Valley View University has offered you a holistic education as enshrined in our value statements. We are confident you have been prepared in your various academic disciplines to go out to face the world with hope and courage. Daniel Fried said, and I quote, "I learned to never underestimate the possibility of change. That values have power, and that time and patience can pay off, especially if you are serious about your objectives." Embedded in this statement are several valuable lessons, and I'll quote 3 of them. The need to accept the potential for change. After acquiring PhD, then what? You acquired your PhD and went back and continued the same work you were doing. There wasn't any change. After acquiring your PhD, you went back and sat down to take instruction from others. Where is innovation? The implication of values, that is one's value system. The power of determination and resoluteness. I mean single-mindedness in achieving established goals. We taught you how to research. We taught you how to manage. And we taught you how to go beyond the ordinary to extraordinary heights. And we taught you to move from the status quo ante so that you'll be creators of knowledge. We taught you how to research. We taught you how to solve problems for our country and the world. According to Fried, for change to be possible, one needs to align actions with deeply held values. With patience together with commitment, success is a sure outcome. What are the key takeaways? Valley View University doctorate in finance, accounting, and management prepares students for careers in academia, research, or higher level leadership through advanced study in accounting and finance policy and organizational behavior, not accounting for finance method. But we have prepared you to set policies, interpret policies, move it above. Our graduates are prepared to pursue roles such as post-secondary instructors, financial analysts, or CFOs with strong salary prospects and demand in both education and industry. A doctorate in finance, accounting, and management represents the highest possible level of academic achievement. Students and professionals often choose to pursue a doctoral degree to prepare for advanced careers in academia, research, or government. However, finance, accounting, and management doctorate can also open doors to higher level roles in private sector. So we encourage you to try them both. Don't go and continue to do what you are doing. Then there wouldn't be any difference. Okay? We encourage you to try and work at it, try and innovate, try and change Ghana and the world. As enshrined in our mission statement, we strive for meaningful service to God and humanity. We charge you, therefore, our dear graduates, to be agents of service. Valley View is graduating you tomorrow. Today is hooding ceremony. For you to be agents of service. You saw the third core value is what? Service to God and mankind. So we want you to be agents of service. Go out there and offer service to the community. Change the community. Look at what the nation needs, your community needs, and make sure you change them. Finally, as graduates of this university, we charge you to be faithful to your university by providing countless hours of service to your immediate community, to Ghana and the global world, wherever you find yourselves. We also encourage you to start working on producing high quality, qualitative and quantitative action research. You know, Ghana is lacking that. You see, sometimes when you are researching and you need data, we basically use secondary data. Or you have to go to UN or other organizations to borrow data. We graduate PhD students to go to the world out there to create data, primary data. That is the goal and the purpose. Because we want you to solve some of society's problems. Finally, enroll into our graduate program to teach 1 or 2 courses to ground your achievements. As we said at the exit conference, we want to open the door for you to start teaching some of the courses we offer here. Maybe 1 or 2. You can also serve as an advisor. You see your faculty members sitting face to face. Now, after tomorrow, you are colleagues. We are all colleagues. Okay, and we are welcoming you to come and take a course or 2 to teach. At the height of your graduate journey, don't look back, but know that our university, our country, and our world shall be enriched because of you. We are honored to gather here together to celebrate your accomplishments. May God bless you, and Aiko.
All right, thank you very much, Vice Chancellor. A musical interlude by the University Choir. round of applause. That's the university choir. Thank you very much. The registrar hinted that our special guest speaker will be introduced at the appropriate time, and now is the time. I would like to invite one of our assistant registrars, Miss Eunice Frimpong, to do us the honors.
Thank you very much. Chair, Vice Chancellor, officers, invited guests, graduates, all protocol observed. It is my honor and indeed my delicate responsibility to introduce to you our guest of honor this evening. When you hear the name Honorable Johnson Asiedu Nketia, some of you might pause for a moment, but when I add General Mosquito, suddenly everybody heard every head in the room nods with recognition. Born on 24 December 1957 in Sekwa, in the Bno region, Honorable Asiedu Nketia began his career as a teacher before moving into the world of finance, earning a BSc in banking and finance from the University of Ghana. He later expanded his horizon with an MSc in defense and international politics. He served as a member of parliament for Wenchi West for 12 years, from 1993 to 2005, and as a deputy minister for food and agriculture from 1997 to 2001. In 2005, he took on what is perhaps one of the most enduring jobs in Ghanaian politics, General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, a role he held for 17 years before being elected as the national chairman in December 2022. His influence extends beyond our borders. From 2017 to 2022, he served as vice president of the Socialist International, engaging with leaders across the globe. Today, in addition to his political leadership, he chairs the board of the Ghana Ports and Harbors Authority, steering reforms at our country's key maritime gateway. Renowned for his sharp political strategy, quick wits, and unmatched grassroots mobilization skills, Honorable Asiedu Nketia spearheaded the NDC's house-to-house campaign strategy for the 2024 elections. So whether you know him as Honorable Asiedu Nketia, General Mosquito, teacher, banker, politician, or strategist, one thing is certain: when he speaks, people listen, and usually they smile too. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our guest of honor, Honorable Johnson Asiedu Nketia.
Please, you may sit down. The Vice Chancellor of the Valley View University, Pro-Vice Chancellor, heads of department, faculty members, graduates, other students, and parents and well-wishers of graduates. Let me say how excited I am to be part of this ceremony. This is my first time of addressing an event in the premier private university of the Republic of Ghana. The event would have been more exciting but for the national calamity. And because of that, you know, I've been engaged in the 24-hour funeral celebrations and funeral planning all over. So it has not been possible for me to prepare a formal speech. But I thought that it is an opportunity for us to share some ideas about the country you are going to try to change, so that I would have contributed my part and I would not be accused of not telling you where you are going. Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by saying that Ghana is a country, but it's a nation. There's a difference between a country and a nation. A country can be carved out of any piece of land inhabited by people. But if you have a country, you have a functioning unit. Now, the tragedy we have in Africa has been that whilst the nations of Europe actually grew over a period of time and developed functionally to become what they are, the countries in Africa were just carved up by our colonial masters, some of whom had not visited Africa at all. They were sitting in Berlin and just used the map to carve out our continent and allocating pieces to themselves. And so when they came to Africa to enforce these borders, you find out that certain ethnic groups which were, emerging states were just boxed together and named a country. And so in many of the countries you visit, you realize that tribes have been, or kingdoms have been cut in the middle, half of them joining this country, the other half joining the other country. And you find yourself living together with other tribes whose language you don't understand their culture and so on. And so that is the lot of Africa. And that is where you have Ghana. Unfortunately, colonialism itself did not last enough to change these countries into nations. And then they were thrown out. So we have a half-built nation, a country that is in the process of converting into a nation. But that process is incomplete. And so that is the country you are going to try to change. So you realize, and some of the difficulties you find in such a country is that because people are still holding to their ethnic allegiances, the ethnic allegiances are more powerful in them than the common allegiance to the country. And this has implications. Once anybody gets the chance of occupying a position, his ethnic group will expect that now this is our turn. So try and loot as much as possible to help our people exclusively. Because when you are booted out, we don't know when else we will have another person from our group. And so that is one of the biggest challenges you are going to try to change. And so springing out of this, you have a system where we have elaborate laws, but none of the laws is implemented. It brings up law enforcement challenges. If you arrest somebody for law breaking, oh, don't you know that this is your brother? Or if somebody is arrested for stealing, they will try to find out his cousin who is in high place to make sure that that person is freed. But if your brother is not going to be punished for crime, whose brother is going to be punished? It provides difficulties in selecting people to occupy state offices. Recruitments have now turned into something they call protocol. Be it recruitment into the security services or public service or anywhere. Ghanaians are beginning to forget about merit. It's all about whom you know. And at times it begins even at the national service level. Whose brother will be placed where? Whose party member will be placed where? So that is some of the characteristics of the country you are going to try to change. Even when it comes to selection of leadership, it's about voting for my tribesman or voting for somebody who, quote unquote, is seen as generous. Forget about the source of the wealth that is applied in the generosity. So you have a system where if somebody gets the opportunity to be placed in a certain public service, the easiest thing for them to do is loot more, and when you are empowered with money, then you can even buy positions of leadership so that you can go and perpetuate what you have started. And unfortunately, our electorates too fall for that. How much are you giving me before I vote for you? So we are in a very big mess. There's no time to continue to elaborate further on these things. But since you are PhD holders, your field is even more critical in finance, accounting, and management. I can say without any fear of contradiction that one of the biggest problems we have in this country, which I hope you will be agents to help to change, is the area of procurement and disposal of state property. We live in a country where if this mobile phone can be bought for 100 cedis, if you are going to buy it for yourself, 100 cedis. Now, when you are put in an office to go and buy mobile phones for Ghana, you go and price it 1,000 cedis. So when you are procuring for the state, the price is the highest. The reverse, if for some reason the state thinks that the mobile phone is no longer useful, can you go and sell it and keep the money in the state coffers? The same person who bought the mobile phone at 1,000 cedis will go and sell it at 10 pesos. So each way, the state loses. So the profession you have chosen, and I have no doubt at all about the quality of the products of Valley View University, because I've had opportunity to work with some of them. And because of the Christian education, you are prepared to effect the change. But the change can work both ways. Either you change the system or the system changes you. So make sure that when you go, the system does not change you. If you want to resist and try to change the system, you are going to lead one of the most difficult lives, because you are going to effect change in a society that does not want to change, a society that is comfortable with what they have. And so anybody who tries to fight wrongdoing, if he's not careful, he gets consumed, because corruption has a way of fighting back. If you are not careful, the one who is leading the fight against corruption can be tagged and painted as the one who is corrupt, because you are always in a minority. And they say all our decisions in democracy is by majority. So if corrupt people are judging you and you are in minority, do you think you can succeed? But change must start from somewhere. Change starts with an individual. Some will begin prophesying and singing about change. They don't live to see the change. The next batch of people will come and try to effect the change. They may perish as martyrs. But if the other generations persist, they may now effect the change. Let us pray that you would succeed where your predecessors faltered, so that the country can begin on a prosperous journey to growth, prosperous path to the development into a complete nation whose citizens first identify themselves as citizens of Ghana, but not identifying themselves as members of an ethnic group, whose citizens would value public property even better than their personal property, whose citizens would think about the next generation and not about what they can enjoy now. I'd like to stop here. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
That was not enough applause. Thank you very much for that mind-stimulating speech. We really appreciate it. It is now time for us to present our PhD candidates. And so I would like to invite the Acting Director of Academic Affairs. She will be assisted by the Administrator of the School of Graduate Studies to present to us our PhD candidates.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. We shall be doing this one after the other. Shall we have Mrs. Mercy Sewa Owusu Ansah standing and keep standing? Profile of Mrs. Mercy Sewa Owusu Ansah. Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration Management candidate. Mrs. Mercy Sewa Owusu Ansah is a seasoned forester and a passionate advocate for inclusive governance and gender equity, particularly in the context of climate change and biodiversity conservation. She holds 2 distinguished master's degrees, a Master of Science in Forest Management from the Lakehead University, Ontario, Canada, and a Master's of Business Administration in Strategic Management from the Valley View University, Ghana. Mrs. Ansah currently serves as the Director of Tropinbos, Ghana, an organization committed to bridging the gap between science, policy, and practice, thus making knowledge work for people and forests. In this role, she has facilitated numerous multi-stakeholder dialogues both nationally and internationally, and has authored integrated forest management plans, scholarly articles, and forestry-related books. Mrs. Ansah holds key positions on several national and international platforms. She is a member of the National REDD Plus Working Group, the RDD Plus Safeguard Working Group, and the chair of the CFI Monitoring Task Force. She contributed to the revision of Ghana's National Determined Contributions, NDCs, and led to the establishment of the Hotspot Intervention Area Governance Structures. She played a pivotal role in developing Ghana's environmental and social safeguards for the ART-TREES at-trees framework, ensuring the protection of local communities, smallholder farmers, and women's livelihood throughout the VPA and REDD plus processes. Notably, she is associated with the successful design and implementation of Ghana's emission reduction program, making Ghana the first country to receive carbon emission reduction payments, a historic milestone in climate finance. Mrs. Ansah is married and has 4 beautiful daughters. Her work stands as a testament to her deep commitment to environmental stewardship, gender inclusion, and transformative leadership in forest governance. Dissertation title: An analysis of the relationship between stakeholder participation, transparency, equity, and the strategy management processes in the Ghana forestry sector, the role of gender. Shall we have Mrs. Ansah come forward whilst we invite the co-supervisor, Dr. Samuel Ewuku, to do her the honors. The supervisor is Professor Josephine Gano. Dr. Samuel Ewuku is the co-supervisor.
Our next candidate is Ashiboy Joseph Ashiti. Mr. Ashiboy Joseph Ashiti is a highly experienced and dedicated professional with a remarkable 34 years career in the Ghana Education Service. His foundational training was completed at the Seventh-day Adventist Training College, Asokori, Koforidua, from 1986 to 1990, where he was also baptized by Pastor Okwampa, a movement that marked the beginning of his enduring Christian faith and commitment to service. Throughout his decade of public service, Mr. Ashiboy has taught in both first and second cycle institutions across the country, positively influencing countless students, contributing significantly to national educational development. While advancing in his teaching career, he pursued and obtained both first degree and master's degree, reflecting his unwavering dedication to lifelong learning. He also holds a higher degree in Christian education from the Elohim Theological University, US, blending his spiritual grounding with his professional expertise. Mr. Ashiboy currently serves as the Deputy Director of Education, further demonstrating his leadership and administrative competence within the Ghana Education Service. Beyond his public sector contributions, Ashiboy works as a private management and task consultant, providing strategic advice in human resource management, organizational dynamics, and financial compliance. Known for his principled, ethical approach and humility, he is widely respected for his integrity and high standards in both public and private practice. Mr. Ashiboy is a devoted Christian and deeply committed to philanthropy. He actively engages in charity work and currently funding the education of approximately 10 orphans, demonstrating his enduring commitment to uplifting others through faith and service. He is blessed with a beautiful wife, with whom he has 2 daughters and 2 sons. He places high value on family, faith, and service. Ashiboy's dissertation was on organizational justice and effective commitment on employee satisfaction in Ghana's service industry, the intervening role of job embeddedness and socio-demographic factors. I present to you Mr. Joseph Ashiti Ashiboy. His supervisor is Dr. Oluwatosin Adesina, and his co-supervisor is Dr. Benita Amos Fidelis. Dr. Fidelis will do as the honors of dressing.
Candidate number 3, Alex Dankwa Obing. I think graduating in absentia. So we go to number 4, Dinah Aduko Aburia. Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration Management candidate. Mrs. Diana Aduko Aburia is a dedicated lecturer at the Bogatanga Technical University with 32 years of teaching experience across various institutions. Her academic journey spans from basic schools to senior high schools, polytechnics, and now a technical university. She has trained graduates who hold responsible positions in various sectors. She holds bachelor's degree in secretaryship and management studies, University College of Education, Winneba, Kumasi Campus 2001, and a Master of Business Administration MBA in Human Resource Management, KNUST 2009. Mrs. Aburia has demonstrated exceptional leadership and teaching skills, contributing significantly to her institution and community. Her commitment to education has earned her a reputation as a devoted educator. Mrs. Aburia actively participates in community development projects focusing on initiatives that improve infrastructure and the lives of the people. She credits her success to the support of her husband of blessed memory, 4 sons, family, friends, and acquaintances. Mrs. Aburia is known for her entrepreneurial spirit, community involvement, and compassion for those in need. In her free time, she enjoys music and indoor games. Dissertation title of Mrs. Aburia: Perceived Organizational Support, Organizational Culture, Employee Commitment and Innovative Work Behavior of Workers in Technical Universities in Ghana. I present to you Mrs. Aburia. Supervisor, Dr. Josephine Prepra Mensah. Co-supervisor, Dr. Abdullahi Isaka.
Our next candidate, Daniel Bamfo, Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration, Finance option. Mr. Daniel Bamfo is a distinguished professional with expertise spanning both education and finance. He currently holds a pivotal role of Deputy Director in charge of supervision at the Ghana Education Service. In this strategic capacity, Mr. Bamfo is responsible for the oversight of crucial functions within Ghana's pre-tertiary education system, including school monitoring and evaluation, teacher professional development, educational data management, and salary validation. Mr. Bamfo's academic foundation is robust, comprising a bachelor's degree in banking and finance and a master's degree in finance, both earned from the University of Ghana, Legon. Further augmenting his educational contributions, he is a certified National Teaching Counseling Facilitator in coaching and mentoring. Mr. Bamfo frequently conducts seminars, workshops addressing critical topics such as business finance, SME development, educational leadership, and national policy. This commitment highlights his dedication to bringing theoretical knowledge with practical applications. A fervent advocate for teacher empowerment, educational equity, youth mentorship, and national development. Daniel is also an avid reader and researcher. His personal interest extends to sports and motivational speaking. His career path clearly reflects a profound commitment to long life learning, professional excellence, and contributing significantly to national progress through his contribution to education and finance. Beyond his professional endeavors, Mr. Banfo is a committed Christian, actively participating in faith-based initiatives with the Assemblies of God Church. He is married to Mrs. Edem Azu Banfo and blessed with 2 sons, McDaniel Kofin Shira and Caleb Nanayao Asante. I present to you Daniel Banfo. His dissertation title, Effect of Financial Inclusion, Financial Capability, and Financial Technology on the Growth of Micro, Small, and Medium-Scale Enterprises in the Manufacturing Sector of Ghana, the Mediating Role of Management Profile. His supervisor, Professor Joseph Imbawuni, co-supervisor, Dr. Francis Osei Kufo.
Shall we have Mr. Justice Idris Lambon on his feet? Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration, Finance candidate. Justice Idris Lambon Esquire is a highly accomplished professional with extensive academic qualifications and over 13 years of practical experience across the fields of law, finance, taxation, public administration, and conflict resolution. His multidisciplinary background informs his strong commitment to policy, legal advocacy, and development work. Justice holds multiple advanced degrees, including a Master of Law (LLM) in Oil and Gas from the University of Ghana, August 2023, and a Master of Science in Accounting and Finance from KNUST, May 2021. He also holds a Bachelor of Law (LLB) from the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, GIMPA 2016, and was called to the Ghana Bar in 2023. He further possesses a Bachelor of Arts in Integrated Development Studies from the University for Development Studies, WA Campus 2009, a Professional Diploma in Gender Mainstreaming, Conflict Resolution, and Post-Conflict Reconstruction from the Grøntimt Center for Academic Excellence, Copenhagen, Denmark, September 2024, and a professional course in taxation from the GRA Training School, October 2024. Mr. Lambon is the founder and group CEO of LJ Ghanaman Enterprise and Al Cambod Investment Limited. He currently serves as a compliance, debt management, and enforcement supervisor at the Ghana Revenue Authority (GRA) and operates as a private legal practitioner with B. Weaver and Associates at law. His professional journey also includes significant prior roles as former Deputy Director of Administration, Local Government Services, Boko West District, and a former District Manager, Rural Enterprises Program, Busa District. Justice Idris Lambon is a respected member of several professional bodies, including the Ghana Bar Association, the Chartered Institute of Financial Accountant UK, the Chartered Institute of Public Accountant Australia, and the Professional Tax Association of GRA. Justice Lambon's area of interest encompass tax law, tax planning and practice, corporate and financial law, public administration, financial management, real estate and project management, construction, law and criminal law. His comprehensive multidisciplinary expertise consistently informs his impactful contributions across both legal and economic development spheres. I present to you Justice Idrisu Lambon, Esquire. Dissertation title: Mobile Money, Employment and Poverty on Economic Growth in Sub-Saharan Africa, the Role of Finance Stability. Supervisor Dr. Hannah Fusuya Amon. Co-Supervisor Dr. Kweku Opoku Abebio.
Our next candidate, Kweku Ohemin Tinyase, Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration, Accounting. Mr. Kweku Ohemin Tinyase is a dedicated and result-oriented audit and finance professional with over 9 years of progressive experience in the auditing sector, including 7 years of specialized practice within the cocoa industry. He possesses a solid academic background, having earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Economics and Business Administration, as well as a Master of Science in International Accounting and Finance from the University of Stirling, United Kingdom. Mr. Ohemin Tinyase is a member in good standing of the Institute of Internal Auditors and has cultivated substantial expertise in financial auditing, internal control system, risk management, and regulatory compliance. His professional career is marked by a consistent record of delivering high-quality audit outcomes across diverse and complex operational settings. Throughout his international education and professional exposure, Mr. Ohemin Tinyase brings a critical analytical perspective, a commitment to ethical standards, and a deep understanding of governance frameworks to every engagement. His work reflects a strong alignment with global best practices in audit and finance, and he continues to contribute meaningful to organizational accountability, transparency, and operational efficiency. Mr. Ohemin Tinyase. His dissertation title: Technology, Auditor Motivation, and Audit Pressure on Audit Quality, the Moderating Role of Auditor Experience. His supervisor, Dr. Hannah Fusuya Amon. Co-supervisor, Dr. Felix Opon Asamoah.
Nicholas Bangwenye Nambi, Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration Finance candidate. Mr. Nicholas Bamingni Nambi is a finance and accounting professional with a solid academic foundation and an active research portfolio. He began his secondary education at Jirapa Senior High School in the Upper West region of Ghana. Subsequently, he pursued higher education at the University of Professional Studies, Accra, UPSC, where he earned a bachelor's degree in accounting, a Master of Business Administration in Accounting and Finance, and a Master of Philosophy in Finance. Mr. Nambi currently serves with the Finance Department of the Ghana Police Service and concurrently lectures in the Department of Accounting and Finance at Valley View University. His research interests are situated at the nexus of economics and finance, with particular focus on financial inclusion, financial literacy, human development, public debt, external debt restructuring, business decline, and microfinance. An active contributor to scholarly discourse, he had authored and co-authored more than 20 peer-reviewed research publications in reputable academic journals. His work consistently engages with contemporary financial and developmental challenges, particularly in emerging economies. In addition to his professional and academic commitment, Mr. Nambi is currently pursuing a Bachelor of Law (LLB) degree at Wisconsin International University College. This interdisciplinary academic pursuit further strengthens his understanding of the legal dimensions of financial systems and policy, positioning him to contribute more comprehensively to the development of financial governance and reform. His dissertation title, Effect of Institutional Quality, Human Development and Economic Growth on Financial Inclusion in Africa, the Role of Financial Literacy. I present to you Mr. Nicholas Nambi. Supervisor, Dr. Evans O.N.D. Okanse. Co-supervisor, Dr. Opoku K. Abebio.
Next candidate, Ernest Oti Akentin, Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration, Finance. Mr. Ernest Oti Akentin is a seasoned internal audit professional currently serving as the Senior Internal Auditor at the Koforidua Technical University. With a wealth of experience in both public sector governance and academic engagement, he served as a member of the University Council from 2017 to 2021. In addition to his role at the university, he is a board member of the Otado Investment Limited, a real estate firm based in Koforidua, and also serves as a senior tutor with the College of Distance Education, University of Cape Coast, where he provides instructions in accounting and related subjects. Ghana's Center in Koforidua. Mr. Oti Akentin holds a Master of Business Administration with specialization in auditing from the University of Professional Studies, Accra, and a Bachelor of Education in Accounting from the University of Education, Winneba. He had his secondary education at the Pope John Senior High School in Efijasi, Koforidua. His professional affiliations include membership in several distinguished accounting and auditing bodies, the Institute of Kingdom, the Institute of Chartered Accountants, Ghana, and the Institute of Internal Auditors, Global and Ghana chapters. NS has also demonstrated strong civic leadership from 2011 to 2014. He served as the elected assembly member representing the Ogwa electoral area in the New Juabin Municipal Assembly. During his period, he chaired the Finance Committee and was an active member of the Assembly Audit Committee. His governance experience extends to education and healthcare, having served on boards of the SDA Senior High School, Pentecost Senior High School, both in Koforidua, as well as chair of the Audit Committee for Akim Tafo Government Hospital for a 3-year term. He currently holds a key political leadership role as the New Juabin North Constituency Chairman for the New Patriotic Party. A native of Fijase in the New Juabin North Municipality of the Eastern Region of Ghana, Mr. Oti Akinten is a committed Christian and worships with the Overflow Assemblies of God Church in Fijase. He is married and blessed with 3 children. Dissertation title: Mediating Role of Transparency on the Impact of Digitalization on Revenue Generation, Public Participation, and Allocation Efficiency, a Basis for a Model. His supervisor, Dr. Evans Osborne, ND Okansi. Co-supervisor, Dr. Felix Opon Asamoah.
Kwesi Opoku Atobra, Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration, Accounting Option candidate. Mr. Kwesi Opoku Atobra is a seasoned finance and management professional with over 15 years of progressive experience spanning cooperative finance, auditing, and institutional development. He currently serves as the General Manager of the Catholic Archdiocese of Kumasi Cooperative Union for Development, where he provides strategic leadership to a dynamic network of over 22 branches with a combined asset base exceeding 150 billion Ghana cedis. His work is focused on promoting financial inclusion and socio-economic empowerment across the Kumasi Archdiocese. Mr. Atobra was appointed to lead CAC-SCOT in November 2020 with a clear mandate to provide strategic and technical directions for the Archdiocese's vision of establishing cooperative financial institutions across all Catholic institutions within its jurisdiction. Today, it stands as a model of institutional excellence within Ghana's cooperative finance landscape. Prior to his current role, he held key positions at St. Martin de Porres Cooperative Credit Union, serving as head office manager and internal auditor. His career also includes valuable private sector experience, having served as transport manager at Myco Ghana Limited and as finance and administrative manager at Hasharon Ramat Ghana Limited, where he demonstrated expertise in organizational finance and logistic operations. Mr. Atobra is a chartered accountant and a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountant Ghana, ICAG. He holds a Master of Business Administration in Banking and Finance from KNUST, a BBA in Accounting from Christian Service University College, and a GAT certificate from Kumasi Technical University. His professional journey reflects a sustained commitment to cooperative development, sound governance, and the advancement of sustainable financial solutions that serves both institutional and community needs. His dissertation title, Mediating Role of Transparency on the Impact of Digitalization on Revenue Generation, Public Participation and Allocation Efficiency in Local Governance, a basis for a model. I present to you Mr. Kwesi Poku Atobra, Supervisor, Dr. Hannah Fusuya Amo, Co-Supervisor, Professor E.B. Amponsa.
Our next candidate, Akom Enoch Kojo, Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration, Accounting. Mr. Enoch Kojo Akom is an accomplished finance and accounting professional with over 17 years of extensive experience spanning from private, public, and non-governmental sectors in Ghana. His expertise covered a broad spectrum of disciplines, including accounting, financial management, investment analysis, taxation, and auditing. He is a chartered accountant and a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants, Ghana, as well as a member of the Institute of Internal Auditors, both Ghana and global chapters. Mr. Akom holds a Master of Business Administration in Accounting and Finance. Currently, he serves as a Principal Finance Officer in the Finance Department of the Minerals Commissions of Ghana, where he plays a key role in public financial management, policy implementation, and regulatory oversight within the extractive sectors. Mr. Akom is deeply committed to applying his professional and research expertise to strengthen public sector institutions, with a particular interest in improving financial governance and accountability in developing countries. He is passionate about leveraging finance as a tool for sustainable development and institutional reform. He is also a proud alumnus of Valley View University, class of 2009, and continues to demonstrate a strong dedication to continuous learning, professional excellence, and public service. His dissertation title, Tax Compliance and Informal Sector Dynamics in Sub-Saharan Africa, Rethinking Revenue Mobilization for Sustainable Economic Growth. His supervisor, Dr. Evans Okansi. As co-supervisor, Dr. Felix Obuasamoah.
Graduating in absentia, we have Alex Dankwa Obing. Mr. Alex Dankwa Obing is an accomplished professional with a Master of Business Administration in Finance and holds the esteemed designation of Chartered Accountant, being a proud member of the Institute of Chartered Accountant Ghana. He brings over 15 years of extensive expertise in accounting, auditing, and financial management across both the public and private sectors. Mr. Dankwa's distinguished career includes serving as chair of several public sector audit committees, underscoring his leadership and governance capabilities. He possesses a deep and practical understanding of international financial reporting standards and international standards on auditing. His broad expertise also encompasses significant expertise within the hospitality sector, where he currently serves as the general manager at Capital View Hotel. Known for his courteous demeanor, diligence, and self-driven approach, Mr. Dankwa consistently demonstrates interventiveness in his professional endeavors. He embodies a positive outlook on life and a strong sense of initiative, attributes that contribute significantly to his success. Beyond his professional achievement, Mr. Dankwa is a dedicated family man with a wife and 3 children. His dissertation title, Corporate Governance, Capital Structure, and Financial Performance of Listed Firms in Ghana as moderated by industry type. His supervisor is Professor E.B. Amponsa and co-supervisor Professor Kwame Udro Amwako. Shall we acknowledge Professor E.B. Amponsa? Graduating in absentia, we have Akrofi Saben Ajaben Kweku. Mr. Akrofi Saben Ajaben is highly accomplished professional with an MBA in banking and finance from Valley View University. He possesses over 15 years of extensive experience in investment and development banking, culminating in his voluntary departure as the manager of the Adentam branch of the National Investment Bank PLC in 2022. Beyond his demonstrated transformational leadership in managing strategic branches across Ghana, Mr. Saben Ajaben has played several pivotal roles in public-private partnership and high-profile donor-funded projects. Notably, he held lead roles in MIDA, agricultural value chain financing, and other significant national project interventions. He was particularly instrumental as a core member of the fund management team from NIB PLC, contributing to the successful implementation of the Credit Compact of the African Development Bank's Urban Poverty Reduction Project, UPRP. Driven by a passion for community-based problem-solving approaches to development and acting as a social-economic change agent in SME financing, Mr. Saben Ajaben serves as a trainer of trainers for the Ghana Microfinance Network. In this capacity, he focuses on supporting dynamic, growth-oriented SMEs to foster economic empowerment and poverty reduction. He is also keenly interested in capacity building for corporate team delivery. Mr. Saben Ajaben is has co-authored several academic papers showcasing his strong commitment to advancing financial inclusion and economic development, particularly in development countries. His PhD thesis examines the influence of financial inclusion and poverty on economic growth in developing countries. His research findings advocate for holistic strategies that integrate innovation, education, and access to financial services as crucial elements to combat poverty and stimulate inclusive growth in sub-Saharan Africa. Dissertation title: Influence of Financial Inclusion and Poverty on Economic Growth in Developing Countries. His supervisors are Dr. Evans O.N.D. Okanse, co-supervisor Dr. Felix Opon Asamoah. Shall we acknowledge Dr. Evans Okanse? Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, and congratulations to our gallant men and women. A round of applause to them will be in order. At this point, I'll invite a response from them, and they will be represented by Mrs. Mercy Sewa Oswansa.
Good evening. Honorable Esiedun Ketia, faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates. On behalf of the PhD graduating class of 2025, I extend our heartfelt and profound gratitude to our esteemed guest speaker, Honorable Johnson Esiedu Nketia, popularly known as. Thank you very much for that. Your message has provided not just inspiration, but also thoughtful reflections on the responsibilities and the opportunities that lie ahead of us. We admit that this journey has not been very easy. It has been long, challenging, marked by countless hours of research, writing, and intellectual pursuits. Your words this evening are a perfect capstone to our journey and serve as a powerful launching point for the next chapter of our lives. We are truly grateful for your wisdom and encouragement, our dear supervisors. Your contribution has made our hooding ceremony all the more memorable and meaningful, and we say thank you for the good work that you did for us. From diverse fields, we are going out to continue our work, serving in excellence and integrity. We surely will stand up to our commission to be innovative, inclusive, extraordinary, and transformative. Vice Chancellor, those were your words, and we will surely uphold that. We will uphold the challenge to be problem solvers, policy initiators, and bridging the gap between policy, research, and practice. We will be guided by the principles that whatever our hands find to do, we will do that with all our heart and mind, as unto the Lord and not unto men. And we will always remember that Ghana